from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10, 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 20-yard line.
Second and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Defense, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? How about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Barkley. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Barkley. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a third down. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. To throw on 3rd down, Barkley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
Ready to kick off for Kansas City.
Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
First down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 26, Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. Alex Okafor on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
They go play action. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Well, that's certainly...
Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of that.
Free at the game site and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
57, Mike, 57. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they go for. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Barkley, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And applause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jets 7. Aldrick Rosas set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
On the keeper. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
43.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. We're back now in KC, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Crowder now to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find... And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. gets a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Barkley, a screen to Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
Around 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 20.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They complete it to Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 24-yard line.
On first down, Barkley. This one caught by Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
DJ Swearinger on the tackle.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Barkley, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Barkley. And Walker has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
PAT up and good by WARZONE. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They run it with Love. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Jets.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then